Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to this penultimate week of English 410. Penultimate means the week before the last one, so that's exciting and a cool multisyllabic word we can bust out to impress friends and family later. So it's a win-win. This week, we are going to be working on a couple different things that will prepare us for the MIR, which of course is the biggest document of the quarter. So we are going to be working on the MIR primarily this week. We've got a few small assignments, particularly the Excel graphing exercise, and just a summary of your interview results to help us stay on track and make sure that we're turning things in before we have to actually incorporate it into the MIR. So all of that's happening here for us. And then we have a brief analysis of case study answers. So we wrote that case study. You've got feedback on the case study questions that you asked. Remember, we asked 4 questions at the end. You've gotten all that feedback from your peers. Now I just want to see a brief little analysis of what kind of responses you got in that discussion board. So lots of good things happening there. And then we head into finals week. We have a little extra credit opportunity, and then we're turning in the MIR, and then we're done. Guys, we are so very close. I know it's easy at this point. We maybe lose a little bit of motivation. We feel like we're dragging as we're trying to get to the end, but we're so close. So I want to encourage you, just make that final push. We do have the extra credit with syntactic ambiguity, which is fun, and a final extra credit opportunity if you want to make an appointment with the CBC Online Writing Center or with the CBC e-tutors to get some feedback on your MIR document. I would highly encourage you to do that. Send me a copy of the feedback you receive via email or through Canvas, and I will enter extra credit points for you once I get that feedback sheet from your responders. So they'll send it to you, you forward it to me, I'll get you extra credit, life will be good. We also have some really helpful things in our modules tab that will help you as you're thinking about writing that MIR document, as you're compiling your resources. We have things to help us out. So we can minimize some of these bad boys. We've got our original case study we already worked on. Let's see. MIR samples. Here we go. So I have a lot of samples for you here. I have 4 different samples because it's nice to see how different people have tackled this project. So if you are one of the folks who, like me, is a visual learner, sometimes it helps to see how an assignment has been successfully executed before we begin trying to compile our own work. Just because it helps to see that final version. So we have a cover page, we have an abstract, as we've done for all of our documents, and then we move right into our introduction, methods of research, findings and interpretations. Does all of this start to sound a little familiar? It should. So many of these components, just like with our proposal, can be copied over from work you've already done. The MIR is a large document that is mostly a compilation of past work with some new work added, which is something that you're going to find in the business world happens a lot. There's a lot of double dipping we can do as we think about different audiences and different modes of delivery to impact those audiences most effectively. So we've got our theory and research, we're adding our figures. I would like to note, based on the proposals that you guys have done, that we do need to format all images in our APA style. So that means we have a figure number with a title, we include the figure, and then we have a figure note. So this is figure 1, and this is our description of that figure and the purpose it serves. If you've created the figure, this is all you need. If you found the figure somewhere else or you're using an image taken potentially from online or something like that, you will also need to include the APA formatted citation as well, here and also in the references page. Just a quick note on that there. And then as we go through, we talk about our interview. You'll use the interview analysis you're submitting this week to compose this part of the MIR document, which should be very helpful for you. Once again, double dipping is the best. And we'll talk about that analysis. There you go. It's nice and long. And then student survey results. We've reached out to our fellow classmates. They've answered some surveys for us. You're going to analyze those results here. And then you're going to talk about your original case study results as well. So all of those pieces that we've been doing in the last couple weeks build into this document. And you can create figures from those results, whether it's from your case study questions or if it's from your survey feedback. You can make your own images like you did in the Excel graphing exercises and insert those into your text as well. Once again, making sure we label them, title them, and then talk a little bit about the purpose that image serves. And then we write our conclusions and the different things we've taken from this assignment, then our recommendations moving forward, what might people want to do, and then we have our references all in APA style with our hanging indent and alphabetized, double-spaced, and then we're done, guys, and then we're done. Isn't that exciting? So that's a sample MIR document. Please take some time to look at those samples in the modules tab. I think you'll find them very, very useful. And they all tackle different topics, and they all tackle those topics in slightly different ways. So hopefully you can find one that kind of matches your style of thinking and your style of writing as you move forward. So lots of great resources for us as we begin work on those big documents. And that's what we're working on this week. We're working on the MIR. We're compiling some information, and we're analyzing some of our data points, both in an Excel form and in our case study answers and interview results summary, all pieces that will then go in our MIR document. So it's good that we're building it piece by piece so that you don't have like some giant thing due at the end of the quarter. The MIR really is just bringing all of those various pieces together that we've written throughout the last 10 weeks. So great work, guys. Hang in there. We're almost done. Reach out with any questions and have a great week.